power wishbone set. They hand the ball. Oh no, Saber and faked it. Keeps it himself to the left sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to a special edition here on Cadets Coach's Corner. With yesterday's 2-0 win over Emmanuel, head men's soccer coach Kyle Dezotell moved into the record books, earning his 100th career victory and his 89th career victory at Norwich to put him past Bob Frisky for the program's all-time wins record. We caught up with Dezotell, and as you'll hear throughout the interview, congratulations for coming in from all corners. All right, Coach. Well, first off, let me be one of many to wish you congratulations on the all-time coaching record, 100th career victory in your career. What did that mean to you?
Yeah, it was something that I knew about. Mainly because all the articles we've been putting out have said something about it. So it was special. Primarily because we got a big road win against Emmanuel, a conference game. That was really important for us. But certainly, the milestone of the 100 wins and the record at Norwich. The Norwich record's neat for me because Bob Frisky was one of my coaches as a kid growing up. I played club soccer and ODP soccer for Bob. So he's one of the mentors and helped me improve as a player as a child. And I know him well and still communicate with him. And saw him a couple of weeks ago when he came back for the Hall of Fame banquet. And I took over at Norwich from James Franklin, who's one of my best friends in life. So just the Norwich piece is special. But I think it just means 100 wins and the Norwich record. I mean, what that really means is we've had good players in our program, and I'm lucky to have had good players. And this year we have good players again. And certainly I think the coaching piece of getting 100 wins is much smaller than the playing piece.
The team gave you a signed ball to commemorate the occasion. You got the Gatorade bath. What was that like?
Yeah, Garrett Schufelt, one of our seniors, one of our leaders, came into the office earlier in the week and asked. There's been an NCAA soccer ball sitting in his office for 2 years or so, and he came in and asked if he could borrow it. And I said sure, and didn't really think much about it. I thought it was a little bit strange. And then, it was funny. I subbed Garrett off, and Garrett actually never likes to come off the field. And I think I subbed him off with about 5 or 6 minutes left, as we were at that point pretty much just defending a lead, and we were trying to keep guys fresh and just running around and working hard. And so I put someone else on the field, and it's funny. Garrett always wants to be on the field, but I noticed when I subbed him off, actually, he had like this little smirk on his face, and as the final whistle went, I heard some noise behind me and turned around, and there was Garrett with the Gatorade bath. But the signed ball is special. That's neat. I had no idea that they had done that, and the thing that makes any coaching thing special is the kids and the players. And as much as we've had good players, we have really good kids too.
Now, from the team's standpoint, you guys won 3 straight games. You guys are on a roll. What's been the biggest difference here in not turning it around? Not that you were struggling before, but really kind of keeping momentum going.
Yeah, we had a stretch. We feel like defensively we're very good. We have Wes Kesslin and Ryan Campbell, 2 all New England center backs, who are both juniors and supposed to be the leaders for our team. Derek Moore and Andy Dustin. Our 2 goalkeepers, Christian Hallstrom and Greg Payne, are both very good. And we feel like we shouldn't be giving up goals. And we went through that stretch against Suffolk and LaSalle where we gave up 8 goals in 2 games. And that was a problem. That shouldn't be happening for us. So we did some video, and we worked with that group, and we've spent some time with that group kind of saying, they're supposed to be our leaders, and defensively, we shouldn't be giving up many goals. And sure enough, and since we've done that and really talked about it, and they've really taken some ownership and some responsibility for it and some pride in not giving up goals, we haven't. I think we're at 4 shutouts in a row right now, which is big. If you're not giving up goals, you're not losing games, and it gives your team the time to work and score a goal. Last night wasn't easy, and it took us 44 minutes to get the goal, and it finally came. 43 minutes, I think. But if you're not giving up goals, you always have a shot, and that's kind of the turnaround for us.
That shutout streak includes a tie on the road at Albertus Magnus, a team that won the conference a year ago, so I'm sure that's a good stepping stone for this year's team as well. But talk about Greg Payne again. He was a GNAC goalkeeper of the week, and remember, he didn't start out the season in net, so what's been what's given you the confidence to go to him, and how has he succeeded?
Yeah, Greg's a great lesson for any athlete, actually. Last year, he was our third choice goalkeeper last year. We had Christian, we had Alex Toomey, who was a sophomore, and Greg was a freshman in the Corps of Cadets who was going through a lot. He was tired from just daily life, and he worked hard. Last year there really was no playing time for him, and he knew that. But he showed up every day and he worked hard, and he really pushed himself to improve. And he worked with Eric Nortonson, our goalkeeper coach, and I get to see in the spring how much work he put in the weight room, and you can see it physically. He's a beast. He's 6'2", 6'3", and he's a big, strong kid. And he's just a great lesson because he worked, and the reality is he could have put in all that work, and he still may have been our backup this year. And that's where he started the season behind Christian Hallstrom. And we're really lucky that we have two starting goalkeepers in our program. And Christian had a couple of off games, and we felt like Greg deserved the opportunity. And since then, he's stepped in and been great. And he's a great teammate. He always has been. Even as a backup, he pushed Christian, but he worked with Christian, and he's the first one to praise Christian, who he's supposedly competing with for a job if Christian does a good job. And he's just a great lesson. And right now he's in a good state, and we're gonna keep riding him as much as we can.
All right, Kyle. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.